In the previous sublesson, we saw how to configure HSRP. In this sublesson, we are going to validate HSRP state and the HSRP active and standby roles. We are back on NX1, and if we run the command show HSRP, we can see the state of both the HSRP groups, the HSRP group 10 and HSRP group 20. So in this output, we can see the local state of VLAN 10 group 10 is active, the priority is set to 110, and it says may preempt. But if the preemption is not configured, you would not see this flag set in the show HSRP output. You will also see the virtual IP that we have manually configured and the virtual MAC that was automatically calculated based on the group address. A10, which is a hexadecimal representation of 10, is used here to calculate the MAC address, the virtual MAC address of group 10. Similarly, for group 20, the virtual MAC address for HSRP group 20 is calculated using the group ID or the group number. The virtual IP address is pre-configured, but on the standby, it also knows about the active router, which is for the group 20 or VLAN 20. In this case, HSRP active router is 10.1.20.3, which is NX2, and it is set to a priority value of 110. The local role of this device is standby router for group 20, whereas it is active for VLAN 10. So now if we look on NX2, we can see the same output, show HSRP, and we can see that we are having a role of standby on the VLAN 10 and role of active on VLAN 20. You can also use the command show HSRP brief to look at the brief summary of the output. So VLAN 10, group 10, priority values, the state of the device for that group, whoever is the active, and whoever is the standby. If the address is a remote device, then we see the address of the device which is in the standby role. And if the device is an active router, it is going to say local. Or if the device is a standby router, it's going to say local for that as well. Similarly, on NX1, show HSRP brief, we see the same output. VLAN 10 is the active, VLAN 20 is standby. If you want to take a look at the quick summary of the HSRP devices or the HSRP group addresses, you can always look into the show HSRP command or show HSRP brief command output. There's also an option to look at the show HSRP detail output. Show HSRP detail not only gives you the information about the current state of the device, which you can see in the show HSRP command output, but it also shows the different states the group went by, from initial to listen, listen to speak, speak to standby, and standby to active. Similarly, for group 20, we can see that it went from initial, listen, listen to speak, speak to standby. We can look at the detail output to understand what states the device went through before selecting a device as an active or a standby router.